man.
Hey Glenn, it's Men's Health.
What's up, Men's Health? This is Brisket. We're here to give you a tour of my gym and fridge. Come on in.
From Spy Kids 3 to Top Gun Maverick to Anyone But You, is Glen Powell natty or not? Let's figure that out. So Glen Powell has been receiving quite a bit of attention for his brand new physique in his brand new movie Anyone But You. And in today's video, I'm going to be watching Men's Health Gym and Fridge, and I'm going to be giving my take on whether or not I think he's natural. Now, before we go ahead and watch the video, let's ask ourselves, what are signs of a fake natty? Well, usually for Hollywood actors, it's the chicken, broccoli, and rice diet. You know the one. It's, I'm the hardest worker in the room, aka The Rock special. It's training 8 hours a day. And, as a little bonus one, it's the power plate. For whatever reason, each of these actors like to implement the power plate and like to believe it's some revolutionary idea. Or they'll like to do something like some type of circus act that no one in the world has ever thought of but them, and that's the reason why they gained this progress in such a short amount of time. But without further ado, let's just hop into it, and let's see if he's natty.
Let's go check out your fridge.
All right, so you caught me mid-breakfast, making my little favorite breakfast sandwich here. It's a little sweet potato base, eggs, some kale, and some homemade hot sauce from my sister Lauren in Texas. It's good to sweat in the morning, from the inside and the out. And here is the fridge.
So right off the bat, there's nothing too unordinary about this fridge. There's no chicken, broccoli, and rice. There's no boring diet. The important thing about dieting is it's a lifestyle. And if you can give yourself foods that you can take for your whole life and it be healthy, that is your main goal. Yet he is trying to look good for the movie, but he's also trying to keep a lifestyle, and his fridge is looking absolutely great.
What do you always keep in your fridge?
So I'm a big cooker. I like to cook. So salmon, chicken, those are kind of the go-to staples. As a Texan, game days, you gotta come prepared with all the meat. Oh, pause.
You see, I absolutely love this. Every bodybuilder, they think you have to have your basic chicken, broccoli, and rice with no seasoning. But no, he's going with salmon, which is amazing for the fish oils. He is going with something like chicken that shows that it's nice and seasoned. And he's a Texan, so he's going for all the steaks and the meat, which is absolutely awesome. All that is a great source of protein. It all tastes amazing, and he can afford it, so good on him.
It was never good with milk. You'll never see cheese in my fridge. I always have my milk replacements. I got milk, and I got some, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Khalifi, whatever.
Now, somebody that can't really handle milk that well either, this is an amazing option as a substitute for milk. I think he's an absolute psychopath for drinking that. I would have gone with a Fairlife that's lactose intolerant. So I'm going to have to dock a point for that one. But hey, he likes it. That's good for him. It works for him. That's awesome.
What else we got here? Kombucha. But I don't like a sweet kombucha. I like a spicy kombucha. So I guess if I'm gonna not be in Texas, at least I can have a little bit more of a hardcore kombucha. I don't know.
I don't know why, but I do feel like every fake natty has some type of elixir drink like kombucha. Granted, I live in Louisiana. We don't really drink that, so maybe that's just me projecting here. But, maybe that's a little sign here. Maybe not. I mean, I'm joking. That's really not a sign, but it does seem like every fake natty has their own little elixir drink.
Your diet changed over time.
I think growing up in Texas, you eat chicken fried steak, fried okra, gravy. You just don't do that every week. You try to chill out on the fried okra. I think fried okra is less fried okra in my diet.
Are there any
So I do actually love the statement that he made. He hasn't made much changes to his favorite foods. He has simply cut back on some of them. And that is a part of an amazing diet/lifestyle. A lot of these fake natties, they say they completely changed their diet, but no. He's just being honest. I eat the same food as I always have. I just cut back a little bit. That's a great sign. And to be quite honest, that's some great advice.
Texas foods you miss?
The fried okra. I miss the fried okra.
Now, to be honest, if you miss it that much, you don't really have to cut it out of your diet. Just limit yourself a little bit. That's all. You know, you can still have your cake and eat it too. Just have a little bit less of the cake.
Do you follow any special diets?
My diet's pretty chill. I come from a family of eaters, so if you made me like truly diet, I think I'd be pretty grumpy. You don't want to be around grumpy Glenn. It's not good.
Now this is exactly what I was looking for. This statement alone could determine that he is in fact natural. This is exactly what I was looking for. There's no BS, there's no I eat better than everyone else. He's just very open and honest. He's like, look dude, yeah, I like to eat. I limit myself, I try to keep it healthy and keep it the foods that I like to eat. This is exactly what I was looking for. Good job.
What do you cook for breakfast?
Eggs is always great, but a lot of times I like to skip breakfast so that I make just a massive honkin' lunch.
So skipping breakfast isn't exactly the best thing you could do, even though I oftentimes skip it, because right when you wake up is the best time for protein synthesis.
To do a workout in the morning, start my day, and then afterwards, protein shake, solid lunch, big dinner. I'm an ice cream guy. If I'm gonna cheat, ice cream's my move. If you really want to know, Mexican vanilla, little crushed Butterfinger up in there. That's the quickest way to my heart.
Again, there's nothing wrong with a little cheat day. You know, ice cream is definitely my cheat meal of choice. Same with a little bit of Oreos. It's absolutely amazing.
What do you put in your protein shake?
I mean, you want to talk protein shakes? Are we gonna totally bro out and talk protein shakes?
Do you even smoothie, bro?
This guy is my favorite. Protein powder.
Okay, this man's an absolute psychopath eating vegan protein powder. Y'all, I don't know if you've had vegan protein powder, but it is absolutely disgusting. It tastes like barf with a mix of whatever flavor you're having. I don't know how he gets that down. It's awful.
I'm a vanilla guy. I hear that sort of matches my personality. I like this powder, superfood powder, a little collagen, spinach, peanut butter, blueberries, bananas, and a little bit of love. I don't know.
Okay, like he's putting all the right things in the shake. Keep in mind the peanut butter is kind of high in calories, so if you're trying to cut, peanut butter might not be the best option. Putting collagen in super greens, like, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. That's just disgusting, man. The collagen's chalky if you're not having the right brand, and the super greens just taste awful. So if he can stomach that shakedown, that's awesome, good for him. But I couldn't do it, bro.
Do you drink coffee?
I love coffee, maybe a little too much. But my favorite bit here, I like a fresh bean, so I'll grind it up in something like this. Throw it in here, grind it up. Here's the real trick. You wanna look like a real barista. Milk steamer, spin that puppy around. Some layered superfood creamer. You don't have to go anywhere. You'll be just running circles around your house by yourself. That's what I do every morning.
How many cups do you have a day?
Truly, how many cups a day?
Truly. Come on, don't lie.
7, 8.
Now, I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I am a big like energy drink, pre-workout drinker. And that is a lot of caffeine, even for me. Like, caffeine is an awesome tool. It's an awesome nootropic. It can get you going in the morning. But that much caffeine is insane. That is an addiction, Glenn. You need to get some help. Like, that is 700 to 800 milligrams of caffeine. And at that point, you're not even getting the benefits of the caffeine. You're probably just immune to the caffeine, and you keep needing more and more in order to actually feel something, which isn't okay.
Have you gotten any diet tips from your co-stars?
Tequila, not beer. Beer during a movie shoot, not good for the camera. Beer shows up all right here. If it's IMAX, the audience knows.
No, it's actually a great tip because beer can have estrogenic effects, while tequila can be as a diuretic, and a lot of bodybuilders will actually take that right before, the bodybuilding show to lose some of the water weight. So it's great advice. If you're gonna drink, have some of that. Again, the better option would just be not to drink, but if you're gonna have to, that's definitely the right decision.
What's the best diet tip you've received?
Don't focus on the diet, because all you do is think about food. Make something that's very manageable and easy. Otherwise, you become a weird obsessed person about food, and you never want to be that guy. Everybody hates that guy. That's why I don't ever feel like I'm actually dieting. I eat what I love. Just don't be an asshole. Just a lesson for life across the board. Don't be an asshole.
Now, this is overall just great advice, not only for lifestyle, but for food in general. As long as you limit yourself, you're eating what you love in a healthy way, this is absolutely amazing. You know, you don't have to do any bland chicken, broccoli, and rice, no seasoning diet. This is exactly what I'm looking for. You want something that's sustainable, that you can do forever, and, well, Glen is doing exactly that, and I think the physique speaks for itself.
Time to see the gym.
Alright, now that we got food out of the way, this is the moment we have been waiting for. Will he bust out the power plate? Will he bust out the circus moves? If he does those, that's definitely going to dock him some points, and it could potentially discount his natty status. So let's see. He's looking amazing with the food. Let's see how this goes.
How often do you work out?
I try to work out 4 or 5 times a week. 4 or 5 times total. 4 or 5 times a year. 4 or 5 times just generally.
Now, this may seem something small, but this is actually a great sign that he is natural, because a lot of these fake natties go, I'm the hardest worker in the room. I work out 8 to 10 hours a day with 2 different workout sessions. He's like, no, dude, I just work out 4 to 5 times a week. You know, I chill. It's a very chill workout. You know, this is awesome. This is a great sign. You know, you don't really need to do any more. I do 6, maybe 7 times a week, but that's just because it's so hard for me to leave the gym, and that's all I can think about is the gym. It's bad, but you know, it is what it is.
How has your workout evolved over the years?
I think I just do what makes me happy. I don't put myself through torture anymore. I just do what I love. And I also like to just try new stuff out. Recently, I've gotten into Pilates and yoga, not because I love it, but because it's a great little social scene, and then also you end up working muscles you never worked before. Pilates is awful.
Again, I hate to keep glazing the guy, but this is an amazing answer. He's just doing what he loves. At the end of the day, fitness is doing what you love, staying active, being healthy, and he's doing just that. Again, another amazing answer.
Tip.
I think the best workout tip I've ever received is from my trainer, Nick Mitchell at Ultimate Performance. And he always says this thing when we're on the last couple reps and I'm quivering and shaking and crying. And he's like, remember why you're here. Remember why you're here. Sometimes I wake up thinking about Nick. It's more like a nightmare scenario. I will say, remember why you're here. It always gets you through the last couple reps.
So this is amazing advice. In order to build muscle, you have to achieve failure. Like Tom Platt says, you have progressive overload. Muscles are not built through comfortability. They are built in those last couple of reps when you can't go anymore, and that is amazing advice. It's nothing flashy. It is what it is.
Do you use any special equipment?
So this is an assault bike. Assault bike is the quickest way to do cardio. If you have 10 minutes in the morning, if you do 10 bursts on this thing, it's the greatest thing. Sometimes I like to take calls. You know, you gotta get some, bang for your buck. Sometimes you don't have time to do a workout and call your mom. Let's call mom.
Y'all, he didn't say power plate. He didn't say TENS unit that shocks your nuts and that makes you lift 5 more reps. I think I'm actually going to cry. This is amazing. You don't see this all the time. And he is being accurate and he is making it simple. This is what I love to see. So what is my final conclusion? Is Glen Powell, from Spy Kids to Top Gun Maverick to Anyone But You, is Glen Powell natty or not? Well, to keep it simple, I think he is absolutely natural. And that's crazy to say from all these Hollywood actors doing all these crazy things, but I think he has a completely natural physique. I think he did it naturally. He was being completely honest in this interview. He didn't do any circus routines. He didn't do any crazy diet hacks. He's just being very open and honest about everything that he does, and you can see that right through the video. You know, there was nothing special, no circus routine, and I think Men's Health probably didn't like that, if I'm being honest, because that's not what the people want to see. The people don't want to see, yeah, dude, I just ate in a caloric deficit and I trained hard. You know, the people don't want to see that. They really want to know the secret. They want to know the secret pill. They want to know, okay, if I do this, then I'll get big. And I don't understand. It's really simple, but people want to think that it's a lot more difficult, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't get it. So if I had to bet, I would say that Glen Powell is fully natty. Of course, I could be wrong, but I think that'll pretty much wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.